Hi Stampers, this is Nancy Novak and you can find me at stampandshout.com. Well, actually you can find me lots of places. You can find me on Pinterest and on Facebook and YouTube. So let's get started. Today I wanted to talk to you again about thoughtful branches. As you may or may not know, Stampin' Up! Has an exclusive stamp set that they brought out just for the month of April, and it's called Thoughtful Branches, and it is a stamp set, and it also has a coordinating die set, so you can cut out all the pretty little pieces. So you can buy them separately or you can buy them together in a bundle, and that way you save 10%. So since it's a limited stamp, I thought I would try to show you as many things as you can do with it and give you a better idea of if you would like to buy it or not. And if you do, of course, you got to buy it by August 31st. So let's get started. So today's card is a happy card. I really like this card. I used all of the in colors and it was very simple. And let's get started. So first of all, you need a piece of Whisper White cut to 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And this is Emerald Green cut at 5 1/4 by 4. And the stamping piece is 5 inches by 3 3/4. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring a little pad in and put this on here because I'm using the polymer stamps. I like to have a little cushion underneath it. And for some reason, these little yellow pads really seem to work well. I've used magazines and mouse pads and whatever, but I really like these little pads. Don't ask me why. It must be a good cushion. So I'm going to start with this little squiggly line stamp, and I'm going to stamp 3 of them across the bottom. In emerald green, and then I'm going to use the tree branches, or the trees with no leaves on them, and I'm going to stamp 3 of those again in emerald green. So I'm going to do the middle one first, and I'm just looking at the top so I don't go off the top. I'm kind of getting rid of some of the extra ink that I stamped on there. So I'm going to stamp that one in the middle. Let's see, for some reason I got extra ink on here, so I'm going to take a piece of paper and just wipe that center piece off so I don't get too much ink on my branches, on my trees. See, sometimes you just have to play with the stamps, just depending on how they're made. Okay, so I'm going to stamp one on this side. And I can go off the edge a little bit if I want and go up or down, whatever you think you might like. Okay, stamp again. So again, this is a real simple card, but what makes it nice, I think, are those pretty colors that we're going to use. Stampin' Up! Really did a good job with their colors this time. I like them a lot. It's okay, I'm going to stamp this over on the right. Okay, now we're going to bring in the pretty colors. And I'm using the little stamp that's got all the little dots on it, the little tree leaves or tree buds. I guess you could use them for flowers. So let's see, so this is the Sweet Sugar Plum. So you can stamp however you like. I am going to stamp one right there, and one there, and one right there. Okay, clean my stamp off, bring in my next color, Peekaboo Peach. Okay, and Flirty Flamingo. Okay, I'm going to put it together. One more thing, let's see, I think I have a scrap piece of white. I'm going to stamp in emerald green, thank you. See, here's my card. I have thank you right there. Perfect. I'm going to fussy cut that out. For some reason, I really like the sentiments on this card, and I always fussy cut them because they've got this nice curvature to them, and when you fussy cut them, they look kind of cool. You don't have to, it's not like you have to stamp them on a circle or stamp them on a square and put a background behind them. I'm just stamping this out, and I'm going to fussy cut it and put it on dimensional, so we'll get to that in a minute. So let's take our piece that we stamped on, and we're going to adhere it to a piece of emerald green, Emerald Envy. And then I'm going to tie a bow on here using this pretty ribbon, Emerald Envy ribbon. And I have to admit, I am not the best bow tire. So we'll see how I do here. Usually takes me a couple of tries to get it how I like it. I like doing the ones on my fingers because those are easiest for me. Come on. Oh, not bad. Yay! I did it on camera. I like to leave the tails a little bit longer than the actual bow. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a glue dot and I'm going to adhere it on the back of that little bow right there so it stays in place. So give it a push. There we go. So now we can adhere this to our card base. So as I was saying in the beginning, you can find me on Facebook or go to my blog. If you go to my Facebook, click like so you can follow me on there. That's always helpful for me. I'd like that. On my blog, you can sign up for my newsletter. So I'm trying to get that newsletter out more often. It's got a lot of extra tips, things that I don't really post on my blog that I like to send to my subscribers of my newsletter. So you might want to do that. So as you can see, I'm just fussy cutting this out. And I just like the curvy font that comes with this set. Sure makes it easy to stamp on a separate piece of paper. You know, a lot of times you're afraid after you finish your card to stamp your sentiment right on your card in case you make a mistake. So this is kind of an easy way to add your sentiment. Okay, let's get some dimensionals. I'll put 2 on here, right there. Okay, so this week I'm going to do a series of Thoughtful Branches videos. So I should do about 5 of them, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you know when my videos are coming out. So let's see, we're going to place this, I'm going to put it right there. And I think I'm going to shorten these a little bit more. That's it. We're done. What do you think? Do you like it? Okay, come back. I'm going to have more Thoughtful Branches videos for you to see. See you next time. Bye-bye.